by Pete Pistone at PistoneMRN.com on October 5, 2017, 9:30 a.m. The second round of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series playoffs begins Sunday with the Bank of America 500 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, with 12 drivers continuing on Charlotte's schedule. Playoff standings, playoff points. The second round of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series playoffs begins Sunday with the Bank of America 500 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Last week's Apache Warrior 400 ended the opening round of this year's playoffs with Ryan Newman, Austin Dillon, Kurt Busch and Kasey Kahne eliminated from championship competition. A field of 12 drivers now comes into the second round, with races in Charlotte, Talladega and Kansas deciding who moves on to round number 3. Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, Matt Kenseth and Jamie McMurray are the dozen drivers left in the hunt for the 2017 crown. Truex Jr. carries his hefty 59 playoff point total into the second round, with the Furniture Row Racing driver still very much the favorite to win the crown as his stellar season rolls on. Needless to say, Truex Jr. is eager to get back on track to kick off round 2. "I am definitely looking forward to Charlotte and Kansas," said Truex, who won the first race of the playoffs at Chicagoland Speedway. "A win would be great at either one of those tracks, but we just need to be consistent, be among the leaders fighting for the win and picking up those valuable stage points as well as playoff points. And then there's Talladega. Anything can happen there. It's a wild card race. We have not had much success there lately, but if we can avoid the wrecks and mechanical issues, we should be okay. It's a crazy race that can either make or break you from entering the next round of the playoffs." Kyle Busch isn't right on Truex Jr.'s bumper in terms of the playoff standings, even though he's second on the grid. The Joe Gibbs Racing driver has 41 playoff points but comes to Charlotte on a hot streak with back-to-back victories at New Hampshire and Dover. However, he's not yet won a cup race at Charlotte, something he hopes to rectify Sunday with a third consecutive victory. "We had a really solid first round," Busch said. "I could not be more proud of the guys on this Interstate Batteries team. We added more bonus points in the first round, so hopefully we can have a good, solid next 3 races and keep advancing. Charlotte has always been a good place for me, and, with the way we ran there in May, it should give us some confidence going into this weekend." The man who came up short of winning his first cup race at Dover is Elliott. The Hendrick Motorsports driver was a lap and a half away from taking the checkered flag but settled for second. Overall, he posted a pair of runner-up finishes. Chicago finish was encumbered and an 11th place finish in the first round, and hopes to build on that performance in the next 3 races beginning Sunday. "Charlotte provides many challenges, but when the sun is out, I feel like you can really move around and have some options with your race car, which is nice," Elliott said. Next in the pecking order of the standings behind Truex Jr. and Busch is Larson, the Chip Ganassi Racing driver, who has 34 playoff points. Larson has been strong on intermediate tracks like the 1.5-mile layouts at both Charlotte and Kansas in this round. But Larson knows there's a challenge ahead, both trying to catch both Truex Jr. and Busch ahead of him in the standings while searching for another win. "Even though we started the playoffs with a pretty nice cushion, and looked good to make the next round, I was glad to see our Chevys were strong throughout the first round and we had 3 solid finishes," he said. "Charlotte has been kind of a hit-or-miss track for me, but I'm usually pretty good during the day there, so hopefully a day race will favor me. We obviously want to win in each round and not have to worry about the points, but if we can continue to be consistent and finish around the top 5, we should put ourselves in a good position to move on. We just need to stay focused and work to be mistake-free this weekend."